how this April will be for the Gemini ascendant people.
Yes, Rohitji, very well said. Everything will be moving into the 11th house for them. But right now, I have divided this into three parts. That is from 10 days, 10 days, and 10 days. And I have covered everything like the transits, the nakshatra transits, and as well as the conjunctions. So, Rohitji, here, sorry, April 1st to April 10th. Let's talk about this. And I have entered two of the things that is happening on 31st of March because it is happening at very midnight kind of time. So, it is very important to be added here. Sun will enter into Revati Nakshatra. Now, Revati Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Mercury. Sun is very, very comfortable. Here it is in your career side, in your career house. Those people who are looking for a job and they haven't given an interview and things were not working for them. As soon as Sun enters Revati Nakshatra on 31st of March, you are going to get a call, you're going to get a mail, you're going to get some kind of intimation from the organization which you were which wanted to hire you, or which that can be good and bad both, but mostly good only because Sun is going into the nakshatra of Mercury, and here it tells you a beginning of new things, or ending of old things. That is what this nakshatra is all about. It is the nakshatra where you end everything and move to a new realm. That is how it is. Some people might also end their job and move into a new job during this time. Then Mercury will enter into Aries on March 31st. Again, Mercury enters into Aries, and the debilitation of Mercury ends. And here from 1st of April, everyone will be relieved. Mars and Mercury has changed their houses. So Mercury is in the house of Mars and Mars is in the house of Mercury. That is called Rashi Parivartan. So all the people who were who were being affected by this, like lot of mental stress and lot of losses and problems related to growth, no growth in your job, nothing happening, they will
I
find.
think Gemini ascendant people the most because they are the people who have a Mercury as a lord and
Yeah,
debilitated from 16 days in 10th house. This is
exactly.
profession house, and this is also their lagna. So everything disturbed. So I
Everything
think most
disturbed.
important for them.
Everything disturbed. We can I can see smile on people of Gemini, people who were like lot of troubles they were facing, because when the lord of the owner of the house gets debilitated, that is the time when no decisions could have been made. Little lots of stress, lot of stress. They couldn't, like, they do not have place to run. They will say, where do I
And
go, how do I?
and debilitated in 10th house, profession house. That means
Karma.
disturbed office or business makes you, very much problematic.
Yes. So, Rohitji, from here, Venus will enter into Kritika Nakshatra on 3rd of April. Okay. Now, Kritika Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Sun, and Venus is entering into the 12th house. Okay. Venus is in the 12th. It enters into the 12th house on April 6th, but it goes into the nakshatra, and automatically it is going on the border of 11th and 10th house. So a lot of gains and everything which Venus was supposed to give you but did not give because Mercury was debilitated, or gave a little bit. Now Venus is going into the house of losses for you. But let's understand that this is the house where you know Venus will not give you a lot of trouble related to losses. It will convert all that losses into charity, which it will take your money through charity. It will tell you to do some puja, do some Brahman seva or something, because here Mercury, Jupiter, Venus is also a Brahman and Jupiter is also a Brahman. So whenever Venus goes in the 12th house, and this is the house of moksha for him, and it is entering the nakshatra of Kritika, that is the nakshatra of Sun. Here it says that lot of spiritual activities should be done by you in relation to a puja or a havan or some kind of homam or some kind of charity to donation towards like some Brahman or some. I would not say go, don't give any money to Brahman. Give money to people who are actually in need or something. That kind of help can be done, and mostly to women or women organizations or little girls. Okay, if you can help them in their orphanage or something, that kind of stuff, it will be very, very good. You have to spend money, either spend it this way so that there is punya also and your loss is also happening of money. And Rohitji, Mercury will enter into Bharni Nakshatra. That means again it is a house of transformation. So lot of very, very good things are starting or may start happening for Gemini ascendant, where their planet goes into the house of transformation, and it is the nakshatra. Bharni Nakshatra is ruled by Venus. Okay, so lot of luxury kind of things can happen in their life. So Ruchi, this is what's happening on April 1st to 10th, and the most important thing here is everything, like all the nakshatra transits, but Mercury entering into Aries and Venus entering into Taurus. Okay, so this is the main highlights of this event, and we have to take care accordingly. Mercury will give them a lot of gains, but here again it demands a lot of social interaction. Okay, it demands you to come out of your cocoon and go out and meet people and talk to them, because the 11th house and the third house both are the house of social presence and social media, or you have to be expressive during this time. It is the house of Ichha Purti. And Mercury, when comes with Rahu, it gives you excess kind of immediate kind of gains. Some money which will be stuck from long time, immediately it will come to you, because it is the house of new things, new beginnings. Some people who have lost, who have done loss, they will just write it off and just move forward. Like they'll say, okay, let this go, let me start move forward, make my karma ahead. Now Roji, now action starts for Gemini ascendant people, because now Sun has entered after 10th of April. On 14th of April, Sun will enter into Ashwini Nakshatra, and it will enter into the sign of Aries, where it will get exalted. Once it is exalted there, you can expect lot of money gains, because understand, the Lagna Lord is Mercury, and the best friend of Mercury, or the what you say Sathi of Mercury, wherever Mercury goes, Sun is like nearby, is always Sun. And when Sun comes here, everyone would say that Rahu is here. How will that happen? Sun and Rahu conjunction. So here, Rahu, Mercury, and Sun conjunction, which happens on 14th of April, is supposed to be good, because Rahu will have no say here. When two friends, like the Lagna Lord as well as Sun, who is very, very powerful in this house, takes over this house, Rahu will not be able to do anything. If you were supposed to make a very big loss or very big, because it is the house of disease also, it rules your legs also, small diseases. Okay, because it is 6 from the 6. Okay, Luigi, very important. 6 from the 6th. It is also the house of little small diseases. Anything that kind of things were happening, the energy of Sun will burn it, and you will be completely comfortable. Venus will enter into Rohini Nakshatra. Venus is constantly moving. It will enter into Rohini Nakshatra on 14th of April. Okay, so 14th of April is a very, very important day. So many things happening at the right time, 14th of April. So on that similar day, like from 10th of April to 15th of April, all the decisions should be postponed. No decision should be made, because lot of planet movements. Now it also depends on your natal chart, where your planet is sitting, how your planet is sitting. And now, because this has happened from 14th of April to 22nd of April, Jupiter will be alone in the 10th house for you. So that means career, it will, because it has no influence of other planets, it will expand your career. It will try to make sure that before it goes to the house of gains, it gives you a good position in career, so that after 22nd of April, when Jupiter comes here, now see where Jupiter has gone, Rohitji. Jupiter has gone now and make a stellium here. Why? 4 planets: Mercury, Jupiter, Venus. Mercury, Jupiter, Rahu, and Sun. 4 planets. Here becomes Guru Chandal Yoga also happens, and Mercury and Sun are to Buddhaditya is also there. So there are 2 yogas forming here. Other than that, Rohitji, it is also called Sannyasa Yoga when 4 planets are together. That means this house, this 11th house, will be the most active house for you during April. And that is end of April. So you are expecting lots and lots and lots of gains. All your desires which you were thinking this should happen, that should happen, will happen for you. And it is going to be a very, very good time for you. Jupiter, Jupiter sitting in this house will look at the 5th house where Ketu is sitting, and the problems related to your children, or the problem related to education, or the problem related to your creativity, problem related to your startups, or you wanted to start something new thing, it will suddenly it will start growing. There will be no problem. All the problems will grow, and your luck will start increasing, because it is again the house of luck, your 5th house, because it is the 9th from the 9th. Also, Rohiji, now because Saturn, we cannot forget Saturn. Saturn is a very major planet here. Saturn is sitting in the Bhagyastan, now in Satvisa Nakshatra. And Satvisa Nakshatra is the nakshatra of healing, general healing. So it is healing them through dharma. And now it is putting the Neech Drishti on the 11th house. And putting the Neech Drishti on the 11th house, Rohitji, here it also says that Jupiter comes here and controls that Neech Drishti also. So Jupiter will take lot of burden during April and do lot of things related to the 11th house. It does not end here, Rohitji. Jupiter is coming, giving expansion, giving Ichha Purti, giving everything. But again, Rohitji, moving forward, Mars will enter into Punarvasu Nakshatra. Punarvasu Nakshatra is the nakshatra of Jupiter. Okay, and it is in the ascendant for them. that the nakshatra of Jupiter. So here it will already get you lot of wisdom, because Mars and Mercury has also changed the houses. So lot of wisdom, lot of everything will be good here. And from here, Rohitji, Venus will enter into Mrigashara Nakshatra. Again, that is the Nakshatra of Mars. And Sun will enter into Bharani Nakshatra, that is the Nakshatra of Venus. So there is lot of influence happening of lot of planets going into each other's Nakshatra. But overall, Rohitji, Gemini are the most, or are the first number lucky, like number one lucky people during this time, because there everything is happening in the 11th house. All the money which were stuck will come back. There will be growth in profession, and there will be lot of good benefits coming through all this time for them. Very, very good. Rohit.
I think this April month will be like I will like to say that all people have a different battleground. Now for the Gemini people, 11th house will be the battleground where all planets will meet and sit together. What they will do there, how they will consolidate each other's opinion is thing. And one more thing, spectator. Saturn is a spectator now in this month. He say, okay, I am in Bisha Nakshatra. I am in my own Aquarius sign. I am sitting there and watching what they are doing. How
Right.
somebody is going to some nakshatra, how somebody is changing, how he's
Yeah.
just spectator. And this is very rare when Saturn becomes spectator in some, but
And
the
good,
people,
Saturn has become spectator because it cannot go against Jupiter.
yes,
The main problem is the Neech Drishti on the 11th house. That it is something called a Hindi proverb which says "Haath ko aaya muh, haath aaya muh na lage."
Muna Lagana.
Like the thing is just coming to you and you cannot eat it because it did not come. So you were
Yes,
like going through a lot of that problems. Now it will be
totally.
solved. It is a very
No,
beautiful month if taken in a way. Spirituality is the key. The main thing for you is to be spiritual, because Venus, the planet of luxury, wants spirituality from you. And if you feed the planet, it will give you back.